All I hear is talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. If she be down the ride, oh, I'll bet that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JayH. How y'all doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean? Are you crisp? Are you feeling irie today? Let's talk. We're going to talk about the mentor program. My buddy just texted me not too long ago talking about this mentor program, and he's giving his truth from a carrier's perspective. And he says specifically that the whole program is cooked. Now, if you've been around long enough, you know exactly what he means by that. I'm not here to sugarcoat things. Y'all know I don't sugarcoat nothing. This is the real perspective, not management's polished training brochure that I spoke about. This is not HR talking points. I'm talking about what's actually happening at the stations with him and the LLVs and other people as well in the heat and the actual grind. So basically, we got to start with the foundation, which obviously, it's hiring. It's hiring. You cannot mentor somebody who should not have been hired in the first place. And that is what's happening. We are bringing people in that don't even know they're expected to work 6 days a week and do not know what mandatory overtime really means. They don't know what it feels like when the scanner's beeping, when they're still out late delivering the fucking Amazon. And they were just basically told it's a government job with good benefits, and that's it. Nobody told them anything different. Nobody. They just show up and they quit by day 3. At the end of it is they quit by day 3. And who's left dealing with them? It's the mentor. They're the ones wasting the time training, picking up the slack, trying to motivate people who's already mentally quit. And that's supposed to be a program? Nah. That's a setup for burnout. The wrong people are doing the hiring because nobody's really doing the hiring. At the end of the day, nobody is doing the hiring. It's an algorithm doing the hiring. That's what got us in this shit in the first place from 2018. It's just an algorithm. There's nobody approving applications from the people. Nobody. That they'll never have to work next to these people. They're not going to be out there in the street working hand in hand with these people. They're not telling these people that they're going to be climbing apartment steps with a satchel, cutting into their shoulder. And then they basically pass the new hires on to the mentors and say, mentor them. And mentors are like, you just handed me somebody who thought this was a regular Monday through Friday desk job. And half the time, it's somebody's cousin, a relative, a friend, because they all just tell each other to go and apply. And they were like, oh yeah, my nephew wants to work there. Cool. But does he want to work or does he just want a paycheck? Because there's a big difference. You cannot teach hustle. You cannot mentor drive. Either they have hunger or they don't. And what the mentorship program looks like now, it's not mentoring, it's babysitting. You're not teaching people how to case faster or load smarter or explaining to them why they can't call out on the second day. You're reminding them to bring water. You're trying to explain what a pivot is for the 5th time. And the program act like it's the mentor's fault if the trainee quits. See, that's not how it works. I can only teach somebody who wants to learn. I can only mentor people that are not feeling like they're entitled. I cannot mentor laziness. And I damn sure can't mentor somebody who thinks this is FedEx ground where, oh, you just work 5 days a week. No. So when my buddy says the mentor program is cooked, it's because it ain't mentorship anymore. It's damage control. That's all it is. It's like, hey, take this guy and make sure they don't quit. Now, for the actual carriers that are out there that care, don't get it twisted. You got people like, Chooch and Nick, and you got Aaron and all of them. They want to do more and they want to participate because they had to go through the grind themselves. They didn't need a cheerleader. All they needed was a chance to get in. But you see, that's who should be getting hired. Hungry people, not people looking for a shortcut. But because the hungry tend to figure it out, they tend to adapt. They don't need hand-holding. They just need opportunity. And AA said it just perfect. He said, find and hire that hunger, and we are golden. And that's the key. You can train anyone to deliver mail. I can tell my son, hey, take this piece of mail and put it in a mailbox. But you cannot train grit, grind, go get them. No, you can't train that. See, there's a disconnect between paperwork and the streets. The reason he feels like this is cooked is because the people designing the program, they're not living it. They think mentorship means shadowing somebody for 3 days and then checking boxes. See, that's not how you build a strong carrier. No. You build them by showing them what the grind is, showing them how to survive it, showing them why it matters. And that's real mentorship. But the paperwork version, which I saw, is just another checklist. And half the time, the mentors themselves are not even properly supported. You don't get the extra pay that matches the headache. And y'all spoke about it when I first mentioned it before. We ain't getting paid no more for this. And you gotta, hey, look, when you write, you're right. I'm not gonna say I'm wrong, but y'all already know. And you don't get to input. You don't get any input on who it is that you're mentoring. And when shit is falling downhill, you're not getting the backup when management decides to push a trainee on you or push them in the streets when they're not ready. So yes, the mentors will burn out. And the good ones, they want to back out of the program altogether, which in turn means the next generation of carriers lose real guidance. And that's how the cycle keeps flowing. So what happens next? It'll end up being turnover, low morale, the stations stay short-staffed, there'll always be routes uncovered, and the same people will continue to get leaned on every week because they're reliable. And then the reliable ones, they start thinking, why am I doing this if nothing is changing? And that's how you lose the grinders, the vets. Not because they can't handle the work, but because they're tired of fighting a broken system. So if you want to fix this mentoring program, talking to you, USPS, if you're listening, start with hiring transparency. Tell the new hires the truth. Tell them it's long hours. Tell them it's overtime. Tell them you're going to be working 6 days a week. Tell them you'll be working in the heat, the rain, the snow, dogs, angry customers, the whole 9 yards. And if they're still interested after hearing all of that, boom. That's your potential career employee right there. Now, the next thing is let mentors choose who they train. You cannot force chemistry. I don't know if y'all reading in between the lines, but some people just don't click, and that's fine. But when you assign somebody to mentor, like a random raffle, hey, he's in there, you get to mentor them, you're setting up both sides for failure. And most importantly, oh man, I'm sure y'all will like this, pay the mentors like professionals, because they are professionals. They are the ones shaping the true future workforce, not just supervisors that are sitting behind a desk yelling and barking orders. No. Don't throw them crumbs or nothing and expect excellence from a mentor. The mentor program isn't failing because the carriers don't care. It's failing because leadership stopped listening. It's made everything in that little checklist about numbers, not people. They made everything about compliance, but not connection. And when the carriers, the ones who actually carry the system on their backs, and they start saying, yo, this ain't working, man, y'all need to start paying attention. Because they're the same people, those are the same people who will keep moving mail when management has gone home for the day. Those are the same people covering your routes, training the new people, and still showing up the next day. You can't keep pushing mentors to clean up a mess that they didn't create. You can't build a strong USPS without listening to people who are on the ground floor. You damn sure can't expect loyalty from a system that doesn't expect or does expect people to protect the product without you protecting its best people. You can't. Y'all sit there and throw them under the bus quick. So yes, I agree, AA, that the mentor program is going downhill, but it is not beyond saving. I believe they just have to strip it down and start from scratch. Stop lying to the people about what the job is. Stop lying to the people about what the job is before they get in here. And that's the only way you'll get real mentors, real carriers, and a real postal service again. And make sure, if you have mentors, do not allow them to be the ones that are out there TikToking, because that's the perception that the new people have as they walk into the doors. Oh, I got time to go and TikTok and dance on the clock and talk trash and yell into the phone and just no, do not allow them to be the ones that are training, because if you got garbage, it's only going to produce more garbage. I said it. 2 T's in the bucket. Bucket. This is JayH. And I'm out.
All I hear is talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. The she be down the ride, oh, I bet